My life has been filled with nothing but misery and despair. When I was a child, my mother had an affair and walked out on us. I was left with my father, a jobless gambling addict. Because of him, the little money I earned all but disappeared into the gambling houses. Today, a group of men violently open the front door. They're debt collectors who have come for my father. But there was nothing of monetary value left in our home. So they set their eyes on the next best thing. Me. There's a buyer out there for everything. Even a dirty brat like you. One man sneered. His eyes creep up and down my body, evaluating its worth. That was when I became a witch. I guess the rumors were true. Witches are born when their emotions go out of control. I shook my arms free, using all my strength to send the man flying across the room. The moment his body slammed against the wall, he quickly lost consciousness. I feel hot, like fires coursing through my veins. Is this power? The power of a witch? It was easy driving the men out of my home, including my poor excuse of a father. For the first time in my life, I felt proud of myself. From here on out, my life's going to get better. I will break free from this hellhole. But it didn't take long for me to realize just how naive I was. My father returned, bringing the Knights of Longinus along with him. I still remember how he looked to this day, happily clutching that small leather bag he received from the church. There was probably a handful of gold coins inside that bag. That was all I was worth to him. As the knights inflicted wound after wound upon my body, I desperately made my escape. But I had no idea where to go. I just ran, and ran, and ran, until I was walking down a road I'd never seen before. I was lightheaded from all the pain and hunger, and my body shivered from the sudden rain that taunted me as it poured down. All that power that was flowing within me just vanished into thin air, leaving my body with barely any strength to move. As I finally collapsed from exhaustion, I asked myself one question, deep inside my heart. Why was I even born? Everything was fading to black. The last thing I heard was the sound of a horse as it came closer and closer. When I awoke, I felt warmth and a sweet fragrance I'd never smelled before. It took some time before realizing that I was laying in a soft bed, wrapped in clean sheets. The moment I had fainted in the rain, the Duke of Fran came to my rescue. He knew I was a witch, yet he didn't hand me over to the church. In fact, he knew everything about me and took me in to be his attendant. To this day, I remember how the Duke looked at me with his warm smile. As someone who was betrayed by her parents, I couldn't believe the Duke's kindness right away. Is he trying to earn my trust just so he can do something terrible to me later? Or is he scheming something else? Something that I just can't put my finger on. I had all those doubts running through my mind even while I served him. But before long, 1 month passed, then 3 months, then half a year. I became busier the more I was accustomed to my job. But the Duke didn't change at all. As unreliable as he was, his kindness knew no bounds. So before I knew it, I began thinking that for the first time in my life, I might have met the one person I could trust with all my heart. Several years passed in the blink of an eye. One day, a genuinely normal day, the Duke smiled as he's always done and said to me, "Thank you, as always. I'm glad you're here for me, Iris." I must have heard those words countless times. But for some reason, hearing them again suddenly made me realize this is the place I can call home. And this hopelessly warm-hearted man is the person I can serve for as long as I live. My lord, from this day forward, no matter what kind of hardships we may face, I shall remain by your side. Because that is exactly what I was born to do.